Hi, it's Coach MK. These are Fridays. Yeah, you made it all the way through the week. Yeah, you. Fridays in Rebuild for the Fitness Protection Program. We have very simple moves for you today, I promise. We have the knee touch stance lunge. We have the single heel raise. And finally, we have side plank. You're not going to see that one again for a while. Woohoo! Let's break it down. With the lunge, what I really care about is that you have something underneath, something soft. You don't specifically have to have this pillow. Only very special people at the moment. They're on sale at our Threadless shop. But when you go down, I want your knee to touch the ground. I would prefer it if you had a mirror next to you so you could watch your form. I really want, ideally, this leg at a 90-degree angle. I want your shoulder, your hip, and your knee in alignment. And stance means we're going to be lifting and lowering, really focusing on this glute to drive us upward and this quad to gently guide us home. This glute should be firing the entire time. Do not let it slack. The second thing I care about, it's harder to see from the side, but I really want you to be paying attention to your knee. It needs to be steady and still. We don't want it going out when you go down. We don't want it going in when you go up, and that's very common. We want to have a bit of a stance, a little bit of space between your legs, and making sure that that knee does not move. Okay, so we're going to do 30 seconds on each side for the knee touching stance lunge. The next one is the single heel raise. If you need to hang on to something or to brace yourself a little bit, that is fine. What I care about is that we are lifting one foot off the ground. We are, remember when it comes to knees, locked, unlocked, locked, unlocked. We want your knees unlocked. Lift one off the ground, and then raise that heel. Lift and lower. So you see from the back, what I'm concerned with is that straight, smooth, up and down motion. We really want to be working your calf and struggling for balance. The ball of your foot is called such because it's round, so balancing on something round will always be more challenging than balancing on something flat. Really want to spend 30 seconds working your calves hard, preferably barefoot in that position. And the final one, I know you love it, side plank. I like to line up against the wall first to check my form, making sure that my shoulders are in line with my hips, are in line with my heels. And from there, big exhale, press the belly button to the spine, and lift. Second thing too, make sure that your shoulder, you feel like your armpit is pressing. I would rather you were a bit sideways, where I know that your armpit and your lats are pushing towards your waist. Those are on and doing some work. It's not ideal, but that's better than this. We don't want you to be shrinking. We really want you to feel like you've got a lift going underneath here, and that you're nice and open and that you're not curling forward. Once that gets easy, stretch one leg, then the second leg, then lift and lower, go crazy. But if this is all you do for the entirety of the month, you're winning at life because this issue is really hard. And all we're trying to do in Rebuild, you are doing the hardest work of anyone in any of my programs. Coming back to a place of fitness when you know what fit feels like, when you know what good looks like, and you know you're not there yet, kind of like I am right now, that is hard. Everything's easy when you're fit, everything's hard when it's not. We don't need to challenge anything right now because your ego is probably hurting enough. Your feelings are probably bruised enough. Be proud of what you have done. Remember, this is what you do today. It adds up and it's going to get you where you want to go later. So stay in it. Don't worry about what you can't do. Focus on what you can do. Take the wins. Know that you are coached and you are loved. You just won it Friday.